I was just at a presentation last week and there was someone who was asking me, like, couldn't believe that the reimbursement rate for doulas was 3,100. And they were like, well, isn't the reimbursement rate for an OB, I forget the cost that he quoted, but I think it was less. It was like maybe 1,500. In my response to this person, I was saying, yes, the rate for doulas is a lot higher. And I sort of had to explain, like, just like a common sense argument about the scope of doula services versus the scope of like a medical provider, right? I love my OB. I saw my OB for like maybe 15 minutes for each prenatal. My OB was great, but was there at the very end, like as the baby was literally coming out, they called the OB to come in, right? Whereas my doula came to my house for an hour to an hour and a half appointments for each of those prenatal and postpartum appointments, came to my house like when I first started having contractions and was there for hours before I even went to the hospital. I had pretty short labors, but like I have friends who've had doulas that have stayed with them like overnight for some
Yeah.
labors go on for so long, right?
Yes.
Days. And what you said earlier, doulas are often on call for their clients, texting them in the middle of the night, right? Like addressing all these anxieties and concerns that a lot of times patients don't feel comfortable talking with their OB about. And then also just like thinking about how many clients a doula can take in a given month, right? My OB probably had like dozens of other patients, in the same month that I was due. My understanding is that many doulas only have like 2 to 3 clients a month because of that whole like on call thing.